So good morning and good afternoon everyone. We are NineUp and we are going to present our pitch project about Uber Go right now. So Uber Go is a gamification idea which we are going to explore in a few minutes later. So let me introduce our team first. Now our team is NineUp and now dedicated to the highest quality of gamification for promotion campaigns delivered with ingenuity, creativity and imagination, which means that we want to provide our creativity ideas to Uber, which helps them to gain a greater audience to use their service and also provide a best customer experience and based on it's an improved interactive design through using the app and also their original service. So Uber has already established very strong views, like they provide the riding services through the application by calling specific cars, and also they have Uber Eats for people to order takeaway food from far away distance so that they are delivered to their house immediately. And also in Hong Kong and several specific areas they also have Uber Freights, which is similar to most of the logistics company, but it's more personal, like Amazon and also some other logistic companies. So let's talk about the comparison market analysis for especially for Uber in Hong Kong. Like Uber in Hong Kong, they have like a lot of taxis in Hong Kong, about 18,000, and the petrol is about 1 million. And the fare is quite high for taxi in Hong Kong. It's like $24 for first 2 kilometers, and addition 1.7 Hong Kong dollars for every 200 meters consecutively. So the user habit in Hong Kong is like it's a long history as a point-to-point transportation. It's not even competed by the other challengers in the market. So we think that Uber has shared a similar group of target customers, since Uber also provides point-to-point transportation, and much better they can also provide some kind of checkpoints in between for the passengers to drop off one by one themselves. But then we have seen the obstacles there, like Uber's lack of attractiveness because of the passengers' habit, as Hong Kong people already stick to the using taxi for point-to-point transportation services, and Uber is only providing this service for like maybe 3-4 years in Hong Kong, and the attractiveness is not good enough to surpass taxis, so that Hong Kong people only use them for midnight trips, because taxis' midnight trip service is quite bad in Hong Kong. They select passengers, and also they also charge a much higher taxi fare to the trips. So many Hong Kong people do not even try the service as well, because they need to pre-install the app and then pay by credit cards. So even credit cards is quite dominant in Hong Kong. It's not that people are still reluctant to use e-commerce in Hong Kong to pay for the trip beforehand. So we believe that Uber can expand the market by attracting new potential customers and retaining them as repeating users, as we think that the word of mouth is the best way to help Uber to expand their market and to gain customer loyalty. So the current situation in Hong Kong is that the taxi is always the first priority when considering point-to-point transportation, because it's easy for us to get a taxi from the roadside for a quick trip. But one downside for taxi is that the uncertainty of fare due to the meters used in taxi and also the driver's skills for a taxi. So that Uber has come out upside here, as the Uber app shows the cars available, and also they show the designated service details beforehand, so that the users, they know how much they pay and what kind of route they are going to take. So it makes the traveling much more safer and understandable by the users. So the variety of cars is also provided to the customer, which is better than taxi, as only have one kind of type of cars. So our idea is that we want to establish a reward program for Uber, so that they can attract more customers and tourists when they are coming to Hong Kong to use Uber. So our approach solution is mainly divided into 3 parts. One is the travel achievement, and the second is the tourism point system, and the third one is the lock-in bonus. So for the travel achievement, we want to establish like a tier system. Like for example, normal user, if they finish the one pre-designed route, and they will gain a silver membership for 1 year, and for silver membership they will have discounts and also related collaboration perks. And even they finish more design rules, they can also have a very higher discounts in gold tier. And for example, they also have the dining and shopping collaboration perks, for example, discounts not only in Uber but also in Uber Eats as well. So it is kind of like incentive for them to continue to use Uber as a traveling method. So, and for the tourism point system is that like people can earn miles from the tourism spots, so that when they use the Uber to travel to the tourist spots and also landmarks, they can earn bonus points and discounts for the surrounding store, which can boost tourism and also collaborate with the tourism spots shopping areas. So we also can allow them to redeem their miles through Uber Eats, and also maybe some kind of free drinks as well, so that people can still stick to use the Uber service after they have earned those kind of bonus miles. So it's not only to use them to other places, but they can continue to use Uber service as well. And the last thing is that we also like to introduce login bonus, which is already happening in a lot of games outside. Like for mobile games, we have a login bonus consecutively, so that they will gain bonus free pop-ups every time they log in. So if passengers use Uber traveling service for 7 days, for example, they can redeem for like 20% off traveling discount code, so that they can use it whenever they like, and it will still count as a login bonus, so that we can make the application more stickiness. So they also receive free delivery service for specific restaurant once by using Uber Eats as well. And this is a preview of our home screen of the gamification. We have featured rules and also some kind of top rules for the mission in Hong Kong, so that the people can play around with it when they are using the Uber service. And we also have the personal profile, which demonstrate the pet membership rank, and also data, which have the completed routes, and also the total miles they have accumulated, and also how many countries they have been. Like for example, it's not only in Hong Kong, maybe they can use Uber in Tokyo, in Shanghai, or even in like New York as well, so that they can ensure that they stick to use Uber in different countries. So we can also check the safe route as well, and miles earned from each route, so that they can understand how many miles they have earned, how many miles they have used. So there's also a map for Uber as well. So we want to add addition to this, that we originally have the purple to show the location, like the starting point and the ending point. But then we want to add more checkpoints to this. Like for example, if they have pre-designed route over there, then we just randomly place the green dots when they are traveling along the Uber service, so that they can earn specific miles, and so random things when they check in on the green spots whenever the car passes it by using their phones. So it's much more interactive when they are using the Uber service, instead of like just sitting there like having a taxi, similar to a taxi's experience. So our expected outcome is that we expect to have a more regular usage of Uber, and because of that, there will be an attractiveness to the new user because of the word-of-mouth referrals by the existing users, and hence it will increase the customer loyalty, which establish habits for passengers to take Uber. So we believe that this project can promote Uber to be more successful in consolidating company's position in the market, especially in Hong Kong. Like the taxis are a very dominant point-to-point transportation service, and we believe that it will take Uber's to a higher point, and to become the top priority point-to-point transportation service in Hong Kong. And thank you all for listening to my pitch deck. And if you have any question, please ask later. Thank you.